The nature of human mind is to slide towards sweet spots because it sees certain benefit for itself as an individual. Namaskar, they call me Vijay Sridhara, and I am here with a new episode of the podcast Manual for Exuberant Life. This podcast, we are going to talk about Mysorepak Kid. Yes, you heard it right, but before going there, let me rephrase what I said. The nature of human mind, unless continuously monitored and checked by one's own conscience or the people around the person, man cannot stay ethical for too long. The mind makes him slide down the path of ethics and ethos so that he finds his sweet spots very easily. That is why it is very important when we let our children into the society or our students into the society, we must make their conscience very strong. Because there will not be people around to continuously monitor and check what mistakes the person is doing. So we see people jumping the signals, we see people stealing things in the shops. A lot of cheating happens because conscience of the person is not very strong. This happened a few years back. One of my cousin called me up and said her son got admission into a very good school come college, integrated, and she wanted my opinion whether to join or not. I said I will visit her over the weekend. The kid is about 13-14 years old, and I visited my cousin over the weekend. My cousin was preparing my favorite dish, Mysorepak, so I joined her in the kitchen. By that time, she was roasting besan, the flour, in ghee. I asked what for. She said it gives great aroma to Mysorepak, otherwise it would smell raw and it would not last longer also. I said fine. Now after some time of roasting, she poured sugar syrup into it. I again asked what for. She said it will give the sweetness to it, the taste to it. I immediately said, why not pour it into the mold and make it into Mysorepak? She said, no, the paste has not matured yet, or the syrup has not matured yet. It has to thicken a bit. After some time of stirring, the paste has become very thick and a great aroma was coming out of it. Now she took it out and poured it into molds. After an hour of cooling, she cut it into slices and great Mysorepak was ready to serve. I had my piece and it was delicious. Then I told her, no, exactly like this Mysorepak is your kid. Unless it matures or the kid matures in its values, understanding of life, you should not send the kid into the society all by himself or herself. It is very important for the system around the kid to be strong, constantly stirring and making him or her learn about things, the values. The final mold is the value system that we impart into the kid. Unless the value system is properly imparted into the kid will not be in great shape. How much ever beautiful the kid is, inside or outside, unless we put into the value system, they cannot stand in good shape in the society. Now, if I assume that if I mix some chili powder in the paste that you made for Mysorepak, it would taste very, very ugly. In the same way, when we send immature kids into the society, they may get added with chili powder or any spices or venom. Who knows? Because there are a lot of agencies out there who are ready to fill all these ingredients into immature people, naive people. So it is very important for us to make our child's maturity levels up to the mark, saturated with all the values, skills before we let them out into the society. She understood the point. Some of you may say, no, Vijay, what about my child's future? You are thinking about your child's future. I am thinking about your children's future. It is very important for the society to be amicable, positive, nurturing, and friendly. If children are kept on adding venom into their brains by external agencies, look at how many generations it will take that the entire society will become poisonous. In that poison, your child alone cannot prosper. Please understand. All of our children have to carry values. At least 70 to 80% if our children carry values, the rest of the 20% can be controlled by law. With a population of about 150 crores in India, we have to be self-controlled, not controlled by police or by anybody else. It is very important for our children to carry values within themselves and have strong conscience. If there is no conscience, we don't have enough force to control everybody. So it is very important as parents, as teachers, as elders, we must nurture our children and put them into right mold of value systems. Now people asked me, what are values? Is it just honesty, truthfulness? Is that all values means? No. There are 5 types of values which I am going to talk about in my next episode. Stay tuned, because it is very important for the future of the society, future of individuals, future of our children, our students. Thank you so much for being patient and listening to me.